Yeah, I've enjoyed watching Marco compete this year. He just gives it everything. Leaves nothing out there. And now we're going to see, looks like Rio on his first ride in heat number 15. Clean finish there for Rio, who's really struggled at this location the last couple of years. He's had 2 33rds.
Let's have a look here. Rio's first ride. Big swoop off the top, waiting for this wave to stand up again. And does well to connect with that finishing manoeuvre.
And it looks like we are going to see A.Cleland now driving up into that first section. Beautiful carve. Sets those rails deep in the wall and lets go of a beautiful second turn. Big final section to hit, but so hard to ride out.
And he goes down, but then Al behind him, Rich.
Yeah, big wave for Al. This is the first wave of the heat. Nice opening carve, extends it, holds the rail. And then this second one, really high up in the lip. Heads to that final section, and the Malachi crunch just gets him.
A little late. It would have been a massive number had he ridden out of that whitewater.
Yeah, he had the right idea for sure.
This is a pretty special moment for me. I felt I never really rise to moments like this when I really needed a heat away from like clinch some spot on tour or on Challenger Series. I felt like I disappointed my expectations and never made it. So even though I made it like through the points but never clinched my spot like winning heats.
Looks like we got things going here for A.Cleland Jr. still in the heat with Rio Waida, Vaughn.
Yeah, well, Al is desperate to get through this heat because he's one of those guys who, the 6 guys you were talking about, Joe, if he gets a good result here, I don't know, the swell just keeps pulsing too. Everyone's had opportunity. It's mad.
And speaking of which, we're going to fade with Rio. Opening hook, tracks back to the pocket. Nice little redirect again. And the man from Bali ends up ejecting out the back there. You know, he's a pro surfer, he's a superstar, but he's still really connected to the stoke and the source of why it all began for him.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like all of these guys are, and I think even it's so many times when you chat to an athlete that have maybe got lost along the way, or anyone who's a surfer worldwide who...
As we look at 9:25 on the clock for A.Cleland Jr. here, getting very close to making it official to make the back end of the season. Representing Pascuales, Mexico, one of the most popular humans to hang out with. As we see another solid wall setting up for Rio Waida, locking in a nice little top turn redirect into the pocket. Pushing on the back of that board for a little bit of extra, and will just get thrown off the entire season. That's what he's hoping is going to happen again. Watching this, Vaughn.
Oh, look at this line of swell. Just a big pulse hitting the reef, and just some smooth rail turns here from Rio Waida, who comes onto this inside section and again just disappears. Yeah, I was going to say just about anywhere because he's at home in the barrel everywhere.
Everywhere. Watching this, a little hack there. Getting out in front and throwing the carve. And now setting up a finishing move on the inside. Attacking A.Cleland Jr. in the priority heat with Rio Waida. Normal for me to actually do what I'd normally do and not overthink situations. Keikoa, former Rookie of the Year. What'd you see on that one, Vaughn?
Oh, well, that first turn was incredible. Big Larry, full power, attacks the lip, gets a nice few connections through the inside and a finish.
I think he's feeling the win just as much as Al is too right now.
This is big for Mexico. This is big for the rookie class and for the tour.